I mean, I like hooking up with hot young guys. Like, I just want what I want.
Okay.
I want to do what I want, and I feel empowered about it. It was a really weird sexual experience.
An asexual cuck.
No.
Okay.
And anyway, even though he didn't use tongue, we kissed a ton. It was the weirdest thing.
That is,
He
were you
used
trying to
tongue,
suck
like,
his
for a
tongue into
second.
your mouth?
No,
Sometimes, like a
I would do it
vacuum?
anyway. I mean, there's no music, and it's just like whatever you say. So he blocked me, which is awesome.
Work out
It's
or
like-
jerk off? I don't know.
I've been rolling with my mind, they got lost it though. I've been chilling with some people like what went it wrong. We've been blowing out the speakers, feel like they explode. I'ma pull out all the secrets like a centerfold.
What's up, guys? Thank you for being here again. I know it's been a long time since you've seen me and the gang. We've been working diligently behind the scenes to acquire a tour bus so we can bring you the most elegant and exclusive daily vlogs around the United States. Next year, 2024, be ready for it. Before we get to that, I'm pleased to announce that we got into this new beautiful studio right here. I'm so excited. I love it. It makes me smile. So I'm bringing the podcast back. We're going to be rotating guests, the gang, interesting creatures, people that I know, people that are, professionals in their own right, and just people I like to talk to. We're going to bring you interesting topics, banter. I'm glad you're here. Stick tuned for the next one. And here's my good friend,
The unicorn hooker.
the unicorn hooker,
That's like
Zarya.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yes, hello.
There it is.
Hello. Hi. Hi. I don't know, because earlier when we kind of did a little sound check, like
Yeah.
I was so quiet, so now I don't even know. Like, do
No.
I sound normal now?
Yeah, I'll be able
Okay.
to. You're good.
Okay.
You
'cause
sound normal.
It was like you
you
were
sound
like
good.
screaming, and I, who am a very loud person, like
Oh, yeah.
it's like a problem in my life.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
I
wa-
feel bad. My
I'm
daughter
way
has
louder
it.
than
Oh
you.
my god, I feel so bad for her.
I'm a
She's
screamer.
exactly like me. No, like I can't even get into it. But anyway, no.
Okay, so let's just start here. It's Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Sorry, we already brought this up before, but I text you, was like, we have to do this. It's been a couple weeks,
Yes.
so now here we are.
And it's October, so this is like the only Friday the 13th that really matters.
Yeah,
all
it's
year.
like really cool.
It is.
That's why I
It's
was like, oh,
perfect.
it's definitely the time. Let's do it.
Because my plans never work out for Friday the 13th. So, but I don't have bad luck on Friday the 13th. Actually,
Yeah.
I always have good luck on Friday the 13th.
Yep.
I could be just a psychological thing because my mom, whoops, when I was a kid, she was very much like, I always have good luck on Friday the 13th. So it just was like in my head that like whenever it's Friday the 13th, I have good luck, and just I manifest it.
That's what I was like taking a picture today when I text you. Was like, okay, because we've been planning this podcast. I was like, damn, we should do it today. I think it's a good day. It's Friday the 13th in October. And I was like taking a picture of like the calendar on top of the Home Depot desk. And I
Okay.
thought the lady was like thinking I was weird because I probably took like 2 snaps. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I told her it's Friday the 13th in October. Wow. That's like when I literally texted you, was like, we got to do the pod today.
Perfect.
I was like,
No, that worked out because
first day
we've been
back.
trying to get together for this for like
Yeah.
weeks, and things just always come up for both of us.
Yeah,
Like
we're
it just
busy.
happens, and whatever, and it lined up perfectly.
Definitely.
Yeah. I
So
was supposed to have different plans, but that didn't pan out.
No,
That
with-
was of 2 days ago.
with a boy.
yes,
Okay.
with a fuck boy.
So okay. So can we talk about this? So
Yeah,
you're in an open relationship
I am.
and you're also married.
Yes, but I'm not
How-
in like a classically open relationship. Like
Okay. Explain.
he is the of the cuckold fetish variety.
Okay.
And so, like, I go out and I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. But I always tell him all about it. Like, he hears all the juicy stuff. And then
He likes
we
to
have,
hear
like,
about it.
awesome sex. Maybe not, like, the same night.
Oh right.
But, like, sometimes you just get worn out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, recently I just got taken care of. And I don't think I could take anything else for a few days after that. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
so...
Okay, no, I understand this actually, because like it's just
Um,
funny because I like to hear it out in the open, but I understand this because
Yeah.
it's kind of almost like it's not like hate sex, but it's like, dang, like it's almost like you guys
if
find
I
an
could fuck this
appreciation
guy
for each
again,
other.
it would totally be hate sex, but I would completely do it.
Why? Because that's because you hated that guy you just fucked. Is that what you're talking
That's what
about?
I'm saying. Like, even though I hate
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
like it
No.
was awesome. Like that's why I got all dick whipped and was like, whatever you say. But he was no. Can I get into this? He was like very adamantly multiple times throughout the like 4 hours.
Okay.
We had some pillow talk here and there. Like, if you add it up, it probably. Is that my phone doing?
Can you
Okay, like,
yeah,
what
put
do I
it
do?
on Do Not Disturb?
Okay.
Something's coming through.
That's weird. It's like,
Yeah, it's because something's coming through,
Okay,
man. We
wait,
got things reacting with the waves.
let's not waste our time on this conversation. Let's go back to what we're talking about. I'm just
no,
gonna close
no, no,
everything.
no. No, I need to say that. No. So I think that it's like kind of like when you and your husband have sex, like after you hook up with someone else, when he's like cuckling. I think it's kind of like it's almost like hate sex, where it's like it's. I think it's called appreciation sex.
Actually, I mean, I don't know. There's all kinds
You know
of
what I
people,
mean?
so I can't speak to it. And
Well-
I'm not an expert. He knows way more about this stuff. Like, I wouldn't
Man, I
come
would
on
love
here
to
and like
ask
act to
him.
like know.
I would love to ask him because
He is not a he is not like wants to be like he's not wants to be in front of the camera at all. Like, I'm telling you.
Let me just say real quick that I was in a relationship one time before where it was like the same thing when I was like very young. And yeah, and she had sex with another guy.
Because you wanted her to.
Yeah, because we were like talking about that, and it was like during a party, and she kind of like broke the rules and stuff. But
Then that's not it.
no, but hold on. So I think that afterwards, though, because then I hooked up with a girl too, like so that was like even, quote unquote, right? Because we were young and it wasn't like
That's
trust.
nothing.
I know, so it's not
No,
the same, right? But wait, let me just say, when it gets down to the sex, I feel like it was better sex because we were like, oh, I actually really love this girl compared to these hookups.
Okay. So what you're describing is completely 1,000% different.
I know, there's no trust in what I was describing.
No,
the
this is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
Is
is
it
that
better sex because you appreciate that person now, or no? That's the question.
it's kinky. It's like
Okay.
it's like
Okay.
hot.
I mean, yeah. Yeah,
It's his fetish. It's not like.
Oh, so he talks about it sometimes.
And also, I'm an extremely jealous person. Like, if he like, part of it is like to be the kind of person that's like a cuckold. Like, you kind of like worship your wife in a way, like. And so you just have to usually you put your wife in very high regard. It's just like
Okay.
a very specific mindset.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
And so you do it together. Like he's involved in everything. Like
Right.
he like reads all my texts and stuff. Like
Oh,
well,
damn,
like,
dude.
yeah.
That's crazy.
He'll
That's
see like any pictures that I get from guys, any videos. He like sees what I send them. He loves it.
Dang, he loves it.
Yeah, we'll like
Okay.
hook up more. We'll have like
Exactly.
like
It's appreciation sex at
no,
that point.
it's not.
Yeah, because he's like, I love this girl so much more because she does this for me type shit.
I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I do it for him, but I also do it for myself.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Because, well, it took like a year for him to talk me into doing it because I didn't want to like ruin our marriage.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
And, we were both like treading lightly, and we were monogamous, and we never. And like I said, I'm a super jealous person, so it's like, it just seemed unlikely that like I could hook up with guys, and then that would. Like he didn't know yet. We hadn't experienced it. Like, you have to actually do it, and especially when you're married. Like
When you have to have trust too, let's start there. Like you have to
No,
have.
you do.
It can't be like you just are in a relationship
There
with a
were
girl
some
for 3 months and then you're like, oh
ups
yeah,
and
let's.
downs in the first
Oh yeah,
like,
definitely.
couple
Definitely.
months, but
Because it's just trust. It's hard.
it's not even just. It's so complicated. It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's so
Can't
psychological.
break it down, yeah.
It's so psychological. It's just like any fetish. Like, you just don't know why you like this thing, and like, luckily he doesn't like feet. That'd be so boring and like tedious. Like, I get to have this amazing life, and when I married him, I didn't even know he was like this. And he's told me what he's read, that like this is a very common thing, that like usually this happens more once you're actually married, more than just like a submissive boyfriend. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's different. So it's like very specific. But recently I just got back into it because we have kids, and so like I took like a big break, and then recently we've been really like we were really like kind of like boring, stagnant, like both like not like psyched about anything, and then like I'm doing my real estate stuff, which is awesome, but the way that I want to do it, I need to wait like 6 more months of saving a little more cash, which is cool. It's nice to have a time, and I'm not in a rush. Like, there isn't some big thing happening in the market where it's like going to be over in 6 months. Like,
Right.
with what I'm doing, it doesn't matter. There's always stuff. So regardless of that, I'm a little antsy though, and I'm just like ready to like move forward with my life. And so
So you're considering doing OnlyFans or maybe some type of
Definitely.
music video like pornography?
yes,
This
yes.
is just a crazy topic for us to jump into, and I'm sorry, Graham, if you're watching this first
Oh my
episode,
God.
because like
Sorry,
our
Graham.
first half is just fucking.
I won't
literally
lie. Like
deep. We have
my
like a
grandparents
bunch of
have
other
passed,
stuff.
so it's they won't see this. So
My grandparents love me, so they won't care. But
I never talk to my mom. Like I never see her. So like even if she was judging me, like it wouldn't even matter. So
yeah,
and I don't think it matters.
I
Like,
think no, it doesn't matter. Let them
It
judge.
doesn't.
So back to the topic at hand. So you're
Mhm.
considering doing like maybe adult entertainment and
well, yes, I love editing video. I
Okay.
love being the center of my own videos.
Mhm.
When I hear a song, I want to make a music video. Like I love it and I love music and I like all kinds of music. So and I've made music and I've taken a big break from it, but I'm like ready. Oh, I got it. I keep hitting it. Okay.
It's attacking you.
My husband and I have always worked on music together, but yeah, I just like had this epiphany and it's just like this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do with my time. Like this is my life. You live one time. I've always wanted to do something like this where it's like performing. I used to have
Mhm.
really bad social anxiety.
Bring your mic closer.
I used to have really bad social anxiety, and I'm finally at a place where I have it under control, and I have a confidence that I never had in the rest of my life, and I feel like I just want what I want.
Okay.
I want to do what I want, and I feel empowered about it. I feel good about myself,
Mm.
and I mean, I like hooking up with hot young guys.
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
It's not like
Let me just touch on this real quick.
that's cool.
Hold on. Hold on.
But I also get to like be married and have a perfect life with my husband.
Oh, that's so good.
And a better sex. Like when I'm doing this, we way better sex ourselves. And then like it's just I don't know. Like it's just like it's a nice. I was
Okay.
like, why not? Oh, well, I was dealing with Tinder and all these fuck boys.
Hold on. Let's slow down real quick.
This is how this all came
Okay,
about,
let's
though.
slow down
I'm
real
just
quick.
saying.
Let me just say that I also have social anxiety as well.
Yes.
And so like to overcome it is a nice thing, like you're stepping into those like those feelings
Yes.
and then just like
and
overtaking
I've been doing
them.
the work for a long.
Yeah, and it's not
time.
overnight, right?
The person that I was when I was like in my, especially my early 20s
Mm.
and late 20s and
Okay.
whatever,
Uh-huh.
like things just held me back, and like I had these big aspirations, and I just had so much insecurity. Like I always self-sabotaged.
Mm.
And I don't know, I've just these last couple of years have just been like I've been trying to better myself like a long time, but just really like exploring who I am and like what I want, and stop caring about like anyone else's judgment.
Right. I get it.
And then finding out recently, finally watching myself have sex, really good sex.
So recently, hold on, let me touch on that. Recently you
Mhm.
you filmed yourself for the first time with someone else or with your husband?
Oh, someone else.
Okay.
My husband
how
does
was-
not like to be on a camera, guys.
So he
It's-
he doesn't like to be on at all? So you don't think that any of your future films will include him?
No, oh my god.
Does he like to watch them?
Yeah.
I believe it.
Of course he
I believe it. I kind of have like a thing like that too, but it's not like a thing like that. But like I like I've had an ex-girlfriend in the past. Me and my homie, rest in peace, Jamarki.
Mhm.
We like slept with my girlfriend at the time. This
Together?
is terrible. Yeah, for her birthday. This just sounds terrible
I mean,
when
no,
I say that.
it's not.
But it was like we were
terrible.
all really good friends, and it was like
That's
really
a
like loving. It
beautiful
was like a
thing.
nice.
Oh my god, that's a great thing. I think. No, why is that bad? Like
I don't know.
no one had hard
it's,
feelings.
It's taboo.
you enjoyed. Who cares? Like
Yeah.
this is my whole point. Like this is just like worrying about what other people think, or like
Right.
letting that affect what you think is right and wrong. For
Mhm.
like you just have to, with everything in your life. This is always what I'm trying to do. Why do I feel the way I feel? Like
Mhm.
why do I have strong feelings about this? Like does this make sense? And for me, that's like also part of the
Oh yeah, you're an atheist.
atheism.
Let's-
Was that the last?
Let's
video?
jump. Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
so yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So let's just jump off real quick right here. So
Okay.
you're an atheist.
Right,
But
right.
part of me feels like the way I believe in like God and like
And that's
everything
cool.
happens for a reason is also part of the reason why I love the way I do, where I
I'm
can
sorry, my
like
neck is crazy.
it hurts right now, or
It's I have
you be doing
I
it.
need to see like a million chiropractors. Like
Oh, you
It's
need a
fine.
neck pillow, dog.
I do. I have one, and
I have
it
two
was
of them.
helping.
You want one?
No, I have a
I have
good
two
one.
or three.
It's got like the
You want one right now? You could.
that
It's
won't work. Oh,
it's
like one of
gray.
those little ones.
Oh, it's
no,
good.
I'm okay.
It's really good.
No,
All right. So you say you're an atheist, but I feel like that being closer to God allows me to love people better.
but it's like whatever your definition of God is perhaps not the same as
Wouldn't God be like everything that's around us? Like what? Where did this all
Okay.
come from?
this type of perception of God makes total sense to me. Why people believe that. I think that's great. It's beautiful. It's just like a connection of everything in love.
You're thinking like more on black and white scale.
No,
God.
I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, it's black and white.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
that
religious
shit
God,
is
yeah.
not based on love.
No. I agree.
And
So, yeah, most
there's a
of it
lot
is
of
not.
messed up stuff. I mean, I just think it's not a reason to base your decisions in life off of what
I
some
agree.
religion says is right and wrong. And I just feel like you have to like dig deep on how you really feel about everything in your life. And no one should be telling you what to do. You just need to figure out what is right and wrong, like what makes sense. And just I just feel like fear is like the one thing that holds everyone back.
Oh,
And I just feel
definitely.
like I've finally like let go of this like fear of judgment that I've had so long in my life. It's such a waste of time.
Let's talk about another fear real quick.
Sure.
Fear of aging. Because I was talking about peptides,
I love
which
peptides.
I don't want to really like talk like crazy about because I don't know how
No,
much I can talk
I
about
don't
it.
know a lot about them, so I would love to hear what you have to say because I've seen some stuff because I do watch stuff about dermatology because you're always trying to get that
Yeah.
glow or whatever.
Flush on the fingers, just putting it
It's
on.
just like I don't know.
Like keep it there, yeah. Like
I have no idea. I can't.
No, that's dope.
Can you see? I can't see myself.
Oh my God, you're cut out of camera. No, I'm just.
No, I'm just saying. Like I see you in the camera. I mean, in the mirror. I don't
mirror,
see
yeah.
myself. I'm
No.
just going blind, guys.
Okay.
So you know, like I have no idea
This
what
is
I look like.
this
He
is your
didn't even
first
show me-
podcast ever, right?
Okay, even now, like the little thingy is over, and even when I move over, I'm like I can't see myself. Like
The
that's
little
fine. I know
thingy's
you
over.
Can't. Look at the center clip that holds it.
All right, let's just say
It's
this.
fine.
Let's just give you some flowers. This is your first podcast ever.
Ever.
Good fucking job.
Ever.
This seems like my first podcast ever, but I
No,
think we're doing
you know,
good.
It's I talk too much, so I feel like I'm
I'm trying to segue you sometimes. We're doing
but
good.
I'm also like a jumper arounder.
We're chilling,
I'm
yeah.
sure there was a much smarter way to say that, but
No, Jumper
I
Arounder
also
sounds good. You ever seen that movie, Jumper?
Oh yeah,
That
my husband
movie's
fucking loves that.
fire.
You guys would love each other. You
Dude,
should
oh,
really
definitely.
hang out.
He's gonna
I
sit
was
here.
thinking that, like,
He's gonna sit here one day.
no, I think we
Yeah.
should just all go out to dinner.
No, I mean, yeah, and then after, like a couple weeks after, he could sit there. And we
I
could
don't.
Yeah. He's gonna love me.
I've known him a long time.
I feel like I already know him.
We got married pretty quick, but I've been with him a long time, and I know him very well. And there's literally
I'll give
nothing.
him a- I'll
There's
give him a good
literally
old
nothing you
HJ.
could do.
I'll give him a good old HJ for him to sit right there. Good old HJ, ZJ,
I don't think he. needs-
PJ,
I don't.
PB, and JJ. I'm just saying. Let me make sure we're still fucking recording audio.
Yeah, please. Oh my god, if we have to do this a third time, I'm gonna be like, dude, let's just say it was Friday the 13th.
Literally. Oh, the first one failed. I didn't even think about that. The
I
first
was
one
like-
failed and it was Friday the 13th. I'll try and save what I can from that, but
It's cool. Whatever.
probably not that much.
I mean, it's the same day. It's still Friday.
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why the first one failed. I didn't even think about it
Oh,
till you
'cause
said
it was
that.
that long.
Yeah. Like, oh my
Okay,
God.
okay.
Like, Jesus. I have a couple more things to say, but I'm not gonna lie. I need to pee. I hate that I'll have to edit this. I'm gonna punch myself in the face. I'll be right back
okay.
to do that. You want some of these? They're really good. They don't sponsor us, but they're delicious, and one day they will.
Are they like they're nerd clusters? I've never had this. I love nerds.
Yeah, they're gummy clusters with the nerds on, and I'm
fucking
addicted
love
to them.
nerds.
Oh my god, I can't wait till we be like, today's episode is brought to you by Nerds Gummy Clusters. Take a bunch,
Yeah.
stuff them in your face.
And like seltzer.
no.
No.
That's not happening unless it's LaCroix.
Actually, no. I probably shouldn't. If this,
No,
I
I'm
need
just
to
kidding.
actually see if this is a brand I even.
You don't even
No,
know
when
if
it
you're like,
comes
you
to
just
water,
hit seltzer,
I
you just
actually
take
have,
it.
like certain companies that I won't buy from Nestle.
Why not? Why won't you buy from Nestle?
They're like shitty, and they have some like really old deal
Okay.
for a set price on this like natural water, and it like
It's
just, like,
bad water?
no, it's great water, but
Oh.
like it's being stolen from the local people, and they're not spending very much money, and it's just all like shady. Like they should be paying more money. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, boring.
No, it's not boring. I didn't know about that. Let me ask you about this real quick.
Yep.
It's a two-parter. It's kind of a story then an asker. Are you checking yourself out in the mirror right
I
now?
feel like I'm eating candy, and I like.
Did you say no, but you were?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. It's cool.
Oh, I love it. It's funny. We have the best podcast
cool.
ever.
Yeah, dude. And like when we met, like I was like, "Oh, you do podcasts?" Like I think I could.
I was like, I'm starting it back up. I don't do podcasts, but I have.
No, but I knew you were a musician.
Right.
So this was like new information. I was like, "Oh, like I see."
You're like, damn.
So I said, like, I've never done that, but like I have a feeling that I would do a good job.
And I wasn't sure if you would. And then when you like hung out for the first time,
Well, yeah,
we were just
really,
bullshitting it in, and I was like, yeah,
like,
you're
get
funny. I think you're interesting. You know.
we were cracking up.
Oh, definitely.
Cracking up.
And like.
I'm sorry, I'm like chewing in my microphone.
No, you're good. You're good.
That feels rude.
So I'm actually really pleased, and I'll have you sit on whenever I can, whenever our schedules meet up.
Yeah, luckily we're very close to each
Oh
other.
yeah, it's not far, so it works out good.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you this story. Literally, I was about to text you this story because let me just start by saying you're one of the I have female friends, but most of them I've slept with. Okay. So you're like one of the few, maybe just like a handful, probably a little less than a handful that I haven't slept with.
Yes.
That I consider a nice friend of mine.
Yes.
Which I didn't think was possible in the past. Which is kind
not
of
that you
cool.
are not special. You are.
Okay.
But
now you're just floating my boat. But
no,
let's
I'm
go.
someone
Let's
who
go. Mickey Mouse.
can have those relationships
Steamboat
with men.
Willie.
I
know you can, yeah, right. But me,
even if there's sexual tension, like I can just be such good friends with someone for like.
Right.
I have like a handful of friends, and like every so often,
I
I'm
could
just
see
like, yo,
you
bro,
doing that.
it's crazy.
But they try to hit on you sometimes, and you're
No,
like,
actually, no, not at all.
That's why it's like
I mean, if you ever hit on me, you'll probably be like drunk, and
yeah,
so
probably.
I won't.
Most definitely.
I'll be like, that's cool. You're drunk.
Man.
Like, why not? Like, who isn't gonna like grab my boobs? Like, I just feel like that's just like me at a party, like with my big personality,
Stop.
which I wish I could just like.
Oh, I'm so dead.
I don't want to be this
You
way.
wish you could doll it?
I would love.
That
to
sounds
just
ridiculous.
Be super chill.
Super chill.
Just like no, I
like,
mean,
what does that entail?
I feel like only when I'm pissed or like really tired,
What?
then I could just be like really chill, like and just like.
Oh, okay.
Like turn it off. It's just like that super
You're
hyper
a little high
ADHD.
energy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
dude.
know what you're saying. But it's
Yeah.
not bad, I don't think. I don't ever really think it's
the
that
she
bad.
legit.
Yeah, it's definitely the she legit. Shout out, hit us up for the sponsorship.
Dude, for real, everyone's life will be changed.
No, stop. Okay.
It's true. Oh, it's true. No, it's true. Like I've only been taking it like a week, and I just feel like I always am so tired, and I just didn't know. Like I literally just went to the doctor and got everything tested.
Let me just explain
for
real
my
quick.
body, and they're like,
For people that don't know what we're talking about right now, it's like this like sap that people have been putting in their.
resin.
It's a resin they've been putting in their like hot waters and teas and stuff. It's called
yes.
She Legit, but I know nothing about it, and she just started taking it and feels safe from it. But we're gonna jump to a different topic. Why? Because we don't know that much about it.
That's cool.
And why is there someone's phone?
Put this over there. Throw it. Thank you.
I almost
Perfect.
just threw it right to the ground.
I mean, it would have been fine.
Ah.
It's fine.
Okay, let me
Drop
tell you
that
about
shit off.
this though, because I wanted. This is what I was saying
Yeah,
before.
let's talk about it.
I wanted to tell you about this. I almost texted you, and I was like, I'm gonna save it. I was freaking, some people don't know I do carpentry on the side, but because you gotta make money to fucking spend money, to risk money, to make money. It's like a whole conundrum, dude. It takes a lot. You should check it out.
It's true.
So I was working at this fucking like old person place, like doing some carpentry there, and I was walking.
Like an old folks home.
Kinda. It was like a rehabilitation place, but mostly for old people.
Yeah,
right?
I know exactly. What
So they're like coming in there to get their stuff fixed and like get
fell
their
and broke their hip and
casps
stuff, yeah.
on, or casps, not casps.
they're like
Casts.
rehabilitated.
Yeah, exactly. And I walked through the front door and there was like $100 sitting there, $105.
Nice. Yeah, you did tell me
Did I?
that.
And I wanted to tell you more about it though because I don't think I
Oh,
broke
there's
down
more?
the
That's
story.
great. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Tell
Because
me.
I didn't tell you the
Yes.
story. I was
love
like,
a
oh
good
my
fortune
god.
story. Bring it on.
Because I wanted to know if you ever like kind of felt like this before. So I found the $100, 105 I think it was, and as I picked it up, it was like in the middle of a doorway.
Okay.
I saw this old man hobbling around the corner like he just walked through that doorway.
So you thought, oh,
And I was like, it's this guy's money. But I got in the elevator because I was working on the second floor.
sure.
And I'm in the elevator and just all of a sudden fucking devil pops up here, angel pops up here. They're like, dude, you need that $100. Oh, it could have been his. You know what I mean? Like this whole battle here.
Sure.
Karma, you know? I'm like
Yeah.
deep in it, dude. I'm like, oh my God, this is a test from God. Like, it could not even be his. Like, who knows? Like, but it's probably his, you know? I'm like,
But like, if it's karma, then you have to just
I have to ask him, right?
yeah.
That's how I felt. But I didn't want to because I wanted the money and I wanted to not test
Sure.
it, you know?
Gotcha.
But I felt like God was watching. You don't believe in God, but I think God of the universe, like everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Like where I've been and where I'm from, I feel like everything happens, you know. So I was like,
I just think everything that happens because of a scientific reason that's like very
it is.
complex and obscure.
well, it is, but it's like vibrations and frequencies that like are too complex for us to understand. But that's still science and mystery.
I just don't connect those with God personally.
I just met him in like crazy psychedelic form, so that's why I really believe
Sure.
in
Okay, I could see that.
that. Because that's why I
used to do
understood the
psychedelics
frequencies
a lot
and
as a
stuff,
teenager, so
Like DMT and stuff is like really.
actually,
We don't need. Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
no, I'm fine.
Let's not
with,
side
no,
note.
I'm fine with that. I'm not currently on drugs, guys, so it's cool.
What?
But like, I can talk about being a teenager on drugs. That's totally fine.
No. I don't want to side note. Let me finish this real quick.
Okay.
Because I want to know.
Oh, because we're gonna like trail off.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
Finish. I always cut you off because that's, dude. Okay. I hate to talk about TikTok.
You're going to
but
cut me off about cutting me off? Okay,
Yes.
go on.
there was like a stupid TikTok where I like press it and it's like says like what is bad about you, your big flaw or whatever, and it
Okay.
totally said like you finish people's sentences and then you cut them off, and I was like, so I had that one.
Your
of those-
heart starts
I had one of
racing?
those legitimate like TikTok moments where you're like, and like you think that shit's bullshit. You're like,
That's so funny.
oh yeah, like that's your first go, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like so dead on.
That's
So
hilarious.
anyway, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna listen to you.
Okay, anyways, I'm about to start a sentence. Do you want to finish it and then cut me off? Or?
I'm gonna really try not to.
Okay. All right. So I had that devil and the angel on my shoulder while I'm in the elevator, right? I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I need to keep my karma right.
Mhm.
I should go ask this person. So I walk into the bathroom where I'm doing tile and I ask this guy. He's a good friend of mine, a buddy. I'm like, yo, what should I do, dude? That's not what I said. I literally said, yo, I just found $100. I think it's this old guy's. I should probably go ask him, huh? He like looks at me. He pretends to check his pockets like a joke. He's like, and I was like, he's like, no. He's like, I'm religious. You should probably go. And I was like, because like in my head I thought, like, I'm not religious, but you're right. Like it's a
But
test.
here's
It's a
the-
test from God, dude.
But okay, here's the thing, like.
Don't get sidetracked, but let's talk about it.
No,
it's a
and
test from
I'm
God.
talking about that.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
what I don't interpret it that way. Like for me, it just seems like you have a moral compass. You have chosen what your moral compass is based on the teachings of God and what you know.
Yeah,
of-
because like, what if I decide not to give that $100 or see if it's his, and then I
but
lose
that's
100?
just you
Wait,
being
hold on.
morally.
No, but what if? No, but it's happened to me. It's like I've had my wallet returned to me like with $200 in
then
it,
that's
like at a
karma.
festival. Exactly. So I'm like, if I destroy my karma, then I'm gonna lose
But, like,
$100
I don't
in a
know if-
month, and no one's gonna ask me if it's mine.
So are you like Buddhist or?
Kinda. No, I'm agnostic. I'm actually stoic. I'm stoic agnostic.
I actually am not familiar. Stoic agnostic.
Stoic is
Please
so
tell
agnostic
me.
is like I believe in a god, but it's like I'm not sure exactly what it is. That's
Okay.
what agnostic is.
Yes.
And then
No, I know
stoic
that.
stoic is like I believe in
Yes, stoic.
it's basically like Zen. Like I try and keep everything to
Okay.
like okay, if I can't control it, it
So it's
doesn't
on a more,
bother
like,
me. Like it's like
spiritual,
minimalize.
not like as religion based.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not like a big religion person.
My grandfather was
don't-
a preacher, so I grew up like I, know
just
the
don't.
Bible,
I mean,
know
if
all
someone
that.
can
But
use like the church to, one of my best friends is totally Christian, so I hope I
Mhm.
don't offend her at all. But like for me personally, like I haven't had good experiences, and I feel like if you can find
Then it's good.
a good community,
Then it's good.
that's
Yeah.
fine. Like
Then it's
whatever's
good.
bringing you positive
Right.
things in your life
Exactly.
is good. So that's fine if you're using it in that way.
And that's what it
But
is.
people that like kind of like punish themselves over stuff
Mm-hmm.
that's like just being a human being and like having wants and desires
Yeah.
and like hopes and dreams like everybody else, and like this is just like life and this is what we're all trying to do.
Oh, definitely.
And like it's just hard enough without like having this like, for me personally in my mind, fictitious thing telling me what I'm supposed to be doing, what's right and wrong. I don't need to believe in God to know what is right and wrong.
Some people do though.
But I
And
don't.
I don't want to finish
That's
your
all I'm
sentence
saying.
and cut you
Just
off.
for me.
But
I don't. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I get it. Haha.
oh yeah, he didn't even catch
Sorry.
it. So fucking. No, that's funny.
I got that one slow. Sorry.
No, you're cool.
No, I got it.
No, I believe that too, and that's why I think you got to let those people have that. But
Well, sure, that's
but
fine.
it is
I'm
no. Some
not
people
like,
need that compass though, right? Some people can't just have that without having that.
I think as long as you're using your faith in a way that is like loving to people and charitable and like all the good things about what Christianity is supposed to
Right.
be about. If you can live that way,
Mm-hmm.
then to me that is great. Like I don't need
definitely.
religion to live that way,
Right.
but
you can.
that's
understand
fine
when
if that's
people
if that's how you
Exactly.
that's fine as long as it's actually
live like that.
you're
And it's not like
you're interpreting things in a way that is having you look at
Just.
things in a positive,
yeah, not hypocritical. You're saying.
Because like I grew up a Catholic, but when you're a kid,
Mhm.
they do all the scary things like about hell and da 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 and all this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of pageantry, and but it's beautiful, like all the churches and stuff.
Definitely in Catholicism.
But when you're a kid, like they don't like start with the scary stuff. At least for me, they like kind of lure you in with all the like it's all about everyone's the same and we love each other and peace and love and da da da. Like they don't slip in all the like wars and like deaths and
Well, let me get back to this real quick.
sure.
I wanna.
I feel like it's still on topic, but yeah.
No, it's on topic, but I
Yeah,
want
no,
I
I-
want to know if you've had this experience before. Okay, because here's what I decided to do.
Okay.
But I want to know after this.
Okay.
Don't finish my sentence and cut me off now. I love picking on you. It's so funny. No.
It's cool.
You hate it.
When it comes to
You
like me
hate it?
being too talkative, like
No.
I'm sure you have legitimate
No.
legitimate cause to.
No, it's fucking great. I'm listening to you. I just want to know, like, if you ever had that experience where you had the angel and devil on your shoulder. Because here's what happened. Is where
Not like literally.
well,
But you mean
it was like almost literally.
a moral dilemma? Yeah, everyone. I've had a moral dilemma
Hold
before.
on. Let me explain, though. It gets deeper than that.
Okay.
So I freaking go to find this guy. I'm like, okay, I should probably find this guy. So I go
Okay.
to find this guy. I can't find him. I fucking hear him in the bathroom hobbling around in the stall. I wait for him to come out, and I say, sir, did you drop a bunch of money, maybe like $100? He was like, oh, all I have is 5 and 10s. And he like goes to reach in his pocket. It was 250s. I was like, not 250s? And he was like, no. And I was like, wow.
Cool.
So I was like, cool. So I was like, score. I like still like kept my
Yeah.
karma, got the win, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what I'm wondering. Have you ever like been in that? Don't clap. I just want to know. Like,
He
as
did it, guys. He didn't
No.
steal money from an old man. It's awesome.
no, I accidentally did. Someone there was old and dropped it. So that's the point. I accidentally
Well, that's from
stole money
whenever
from an old
before.
person.
Like, yeah. I mean, did they?
Thanks
did
for
they have
rubbing
a
it
lost
in.
and found?
No, thanks for rubbing it in. I appreciate it. I
did
should have
they-
asked everybody in the building. I should have went through and
Well,
just
did you
knocked
go to
on
like
doors.
the main office and just be like, "Hey, I found this money"?
Zarya, I should have just went there and just knocked on doors.
I mean, I don't.
Who
know the
wants
facility.
$100?
just
I
like-
have $100.
Well, I don't even know what you were doing there, so that's
I'm
fine.
just kidding.
It's fine. Take the money. Just take it.
You would.
I don't know why. This has been such a learning experience. This whole Tinder thing for the last like month.
That's how
I've
long it's
only
been?
met 3 guys,
Okay.
and I feel like I only hooked up with 2 of them.
Okay.
And the first one was fine.
Mm.
I enjoyed myself, and I
Mhm.
don't think it was bad at all. It was good. But like
Mhm.
this last dude was ridiculous. But he kept being like, it was insane. Like I've never
Like ridiculous good, ridiculous bad.
ridiculous good.
Okay.
Like anyway.
okay.
so-
Go on, girlfriend.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was, multiple times while we were hooking up because we did a lot of pillow talk too.
Yeah.
Weird pillow talk. Like,
Weird pillow talk.
dude, super weird conversation. Like, I think I actually did text my husband that like he could be a little crazy, but like not in an unsafe way.
You're like, just make sure
just weird. Like,
I'm awake.
Super introvert.
Okay.
Very close-minded view of the world.
Oh.
But like, and
Good guy though.
no, very dry sense of humor.
Wait, did you say no? Not good guy.
I mean, I couldn't tell because he had a weird humor. Like, he was very
what?
charming. No, he was super charming though, but he kept saying certain things and I was like, what are you talking about? And he'd be like, I'm kidding.
What
And I'd
was
just be
he
like,
talking about?
I
He'd
can't
be like,
specific. I don't know. I don't want to get into the. No, he was so adamant multiple times, like, yeah, we're gonna do this again, right? Da 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 da. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Like that
like
sounds.
while you were together, he was saying that.
Yeah, like
Okay.
very strongly, like, like.
And
oh
then
my
he,
god.
And then he just ghosted you.
No.
Go on then. Sorry,
Okay.
preach, queen.
So, I mean, it was throughout the night, and then like the last hour, I kept being like, "You have to leave," and he was like, "I have to go," and then it just kept happening over and over and over again.
Jeez Louise.
And
Like a bunch of rabbits.
it was
Rabid
insane.
rabbits.
It was insane. I cannot stress enough. Like I don't like this person anymore. That experience was worth never having to talk to him again. It's funny because my husband, when I was trying to tell him about things we were talking about, he was like, he seems kind of dumb. And I was like, no, he's not dumb. Because I thought he was so
Yo.
sweet. I was like, no, he's just like kind of like an introvert. And he's like kind of, it's just, he's like a little on the spectrum or something.
unique.
Like a
Yeah.
socially,
Yeah.
social disorder.
Aren't we
That's
all?
He had like, but like I could tell by the way he talked about people. The dislike of people. It was the weirdest experience of my life to be. No, that's not true. It was a really weird sexual experience for me. He kind of had like a dick vibe, but he also could be super charming, super like sweet, I guess is the word. I don't know.
Are you talking about me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, honey.
No, I was making sure. Sometimes I feel like I'm an asshole.
But he was a fuckboy. But there were things about him that, oh my god, weird. Okay, here's the weirdest thing about him. I don't know how we had such amazing sex because he did not use tongue when he kissed.
Oh.
I didn't even know that's like a thing.
No, I like it to be like a mudslide. Is that right? Do people say that?
I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah, I like need tongue. I like tongue.
I like
We
need tongue.
had a lot of conversation throughout the night about it. Like I couldn't let it go.
You were telling him?
I gave
You were
him
like, you don't
shit.
use enough
No, that's
tongue?
the thing is I was being myself
Mm.
and he was being himself, and we were two people that did not really get along, but our sexual energy
Ooh.
was redonk. It was
Was there a dunk?
So the point is, right,
Okay.
I watched this back.
Mm-hmm. Because you guys filmed it? Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, I'm like jumping in, like my head is there.
No, you're good.
No, I'm like, it just like
So you
saw
watched
it.
it
I get
back?
mesmerized. I watched it back and I'm just like so
You
fucking
saw it already
turned
got
on
mesmerized.
by myself,
Oh,
watching
wow.
myself. And I do have
He
that.
didn't turn you on at all in the video? It was more you? You and your husband are both cocks?
What?
That's like a self-cuck.
Not at all. It's
You're like
not.
a self-cuck.
It's the opposite.
You're like an egg cuck. Like a,
Babe,
like
I feel bad, but you don't know what you're talking about right now.
I think it's a new thing. That's why.
No,
because it's like brand new. Like no,
No.
an asexual cuck.
No, no.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't? You were turned on
No.
by yourself. I thought like so.
No,
It's
it's because I'm an exhibitionist. That's the whole
Oh,
point.
by
Oh
the-
my god, but that's why I was trying to get there. That's what I'm trying to
okay.
say.
It's by the art, like the theatricalness.
Not at all. It was like I felt confident and empowered, and I looked at myself and I was like,
okay.
oh, like, yeah, like I love watching myself in the
Hmm.
mirror and the person with me, especially if
mhm.
they're super hot
Right.
and it's really good. But if it's not super hot
Mm.
and I'm just doing my own thing, I can look in the
Mhm.
mirror and it's better for me if they're like not that great. Like I can make it hotter because I can be like, yeah, but like look at you, man. Like that's what this stuff.
Okay, I could see that.
And so, but this guy was super enthusiastic. Like his stamina was ridiculous.
Mm.
So everything was amazing. we argued a lot, but then we had all this like pillow talk. And even though he didn't use tongue, we kissed a ton. It was the weirdest thing. I can't even explain it. And he was 22 and he was so cute. And I kept being like, are you really 22? Because he was like, his body was great, but his face was so cute. But like I was like, are you? And he was like, he literally at one point was like, do you want to see my ID?
Did you look at it?
No, I said, let's not resort to that because I was like, almost like a role play. Because these boys, like, it's just, they like, you can't even hook up with them more than a few times. Like, they're just, and then they just like disappear. Like, they do not have they're cowards. They can't be like, hey, you know what? Like, I don't know, this turned me off, or I don't know about this, or I met this other girl.
Transparency is hard for motherfuckers.
But like for me, I'm so fucking honest.
Well, me too. It's like
and genuine.
Trouble comes so blunt.
Like about my feelings, you know, like maybe not every materialistic, artificial thing in the world. Like I'm a human and I have an ego like everyone else. But like at the same time, when you're talking about being rude as fuck and like acting, oh my god, that was the other thing about the same fuckboy. It was just he was just like literally like bringing up over and over like we have to do this again. And then when I was leaving, we like made out a little
without tongue.
We had a lot of like eye contact.
Without tongue. You made out a little.
No,
without tongue?
Without tongue.
Okay, just clarifying.
I did some lip biting. He had really.
Were you trying to get his? Were you trying to like get his? Were you trying to suck his tongue into your mouth?
No,
sometimes like a vacuum.
Anyway. I mean, I knew he didn't like it. I could tell. I like.
What do you mean? Oh, you could tell he didn't like the whole.
He didn't use tongue. Like
okay,
I could.
Right.
I knew. And
he was like holding back hard.
I straight up said to him, I said, "You're not a tongue guy." He's like, "Yeah, I'm not a tongue guy." His mouth like.
His tongue's like back in the back of his throat.
He'd probably die.
I don't know.
You choke on your tongue. I don't know.
Okay. So when you went to make out when you were leaving though, go on.
Oh, he was like, so when am I seeing you again? And I was like, whenever you want. It's up to you. You know, like I have a fucking
Wasn't
full life.
You just saying like
I have
all
like
the
a full
time?
life. I've got like kids and a family and like like cats and stuff. So like I have
cats.
I have things I'm taking care of all the time. Plants. I have too many plants. I propagate too many plants. I'm a plant person.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's all like, I'm like, yeah, whenever you want. And he was like, okay, cool, like soon, like this week. And I was like, oh, like, okay. It was just so eager, but it was cute. He was being like, he seemed so genuine. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Like a simp boy.
And he just like,
he's like a simp.
Turned me out. Like it was crazy. Like I didn't even know I could have that much sex without my vagina hurting so bad, but it didn't. And I just kept. It was like for the first time ever recording myself.
Oh, that is nice though that you got a good session for your first time.
It could not have been more kismet. So yes, okay. I'm an atheist, but if God is watching over me, He wants me to do what I want to do because that's another part of it. He
wants
like,
you to be
a man. Like,
well, you don't have to say he.
Well, I'm an atheist.
I mean, you're the one being misogynistic now about it.
Okay.
You're the one.
Whatever. Right. That's true. My point is, if someone wanted to say like, well, you could take that experience if you were religious and say like that. So I get that because
it was meant for you. Yeah, it was
meant to be. It
was
felt
meant for
so.
You. Why wouldn't it?
And it just like everything lined up in a way. It just even though like in the moment, like I had like a 24-hour period where I was like, oh, okay, I didn't finish the story. So he's like, okay, so I'm sore as fuck. Okay, like it was awesome, but the next day, it's like when you go to the gym. Like,
oh my god,
you're tired, but it's okay, and then the next day it hurts, and it doesn't go away.
It's a little different than the gym.
I think you know what I'm saying.
Actually, wait.
Like you
was that
your
the
muscles.
TikTok video that you posted?
Wait, what?
Was that the TikTok video you posted in the thermal like lens?
I deleted that.
Was
right
that
away.
really?
I just did that so I could use the.
I was about to plug you hard. I was like, oh, that's actually that TikTok video.
No, that kind of stuff will be on my OnlyFans, but I'm not there yet. But you can follow me on TikTok because I'm gonna have and my Instagram. Because
what is
I'm
it? Plug it.
It's at the Unicorn Hooker.
Let's go.
On TikTok and on Instagram, and I'm just turning that like it was kind of like my party girl page, and then I had kids, and so I stopped that, and then I just started like feeling like I need to have my life back, like, when you settle in with your life and your kids and you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, like I've done everything for them for like 6 years. I'm ready to like do some stuff for myself.
And
it
then it
actually
will
kind of
also be
even
for them, though. You know what I mean? Like in the long run, like
yeah,
it's
no,
like
for sure. I
like,
think so too.
it's like in the
And
long
like my
run.
husband's like a super feminist, so like he finds like he's like, if you feel good about this and you feel empowered, then it's a good thing. If you feel shitty and this makes you feel gross, then
Right.
don't do that.
And that's the thing. Like, there's all types of girls. Some girls should not do OnlyFans. Some girls should not have an open
Like, if you-
relationship. It's
okay.
like what you feel comfortable with. It's what
For
like
me,
you are.
I don't want to
okay
do an
with.
OnlyFans because I'm desperate for money. I
Right.
want to do an art project with my alter ego
Okay.
and like a personification of
Right.
the person that I've always been and like
Mhm.
have completely repressed my
Okay.
entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. Oh my God. So really quick, I'm going to run this really, really fast. So then the next day he's like, yo, what's up? Da, da, da. Super attentive in text, like not crazy, but like, and he's like, I really want to see you again. And I was like, okay, well, like, well, I need, Wednesday's
Can we
my
give a name to this fucking fuckboy? We should have done this in the beginning. Sorry, I'm.
I don't want to
I'm
say his
new
real
to this.
name, but I changed
No,
his,
let's give a name to him though. Can we call him something?
well, my husband and I call him D-Bag.
Damn it! Do you call him all
His
D-bag?
name starts with a D.
Is it Derek?
It's not Derek.
Is it Daniel?
It's not
Is it
Daniel.
Dustin?
No.
Drew? Barrymore?
It'd be cool if you actually.
I think I'm close, but okay, go on. I'm
No.
not gonna guess that.
Anyway, it doesn't even matter. I wouldn't even say, even if you did.
I know. I know.
I have a bad poker face, so I'd try not
I
to
wouldn't
tell
know
you. I'd be like,
You'd be like, turn red. I'd be
No.
like, yeah, that's not it.
no,
Yeah,
but no.
alright, go on.
So D-Bag, he's like very like, he's like, I want to see you, da da da. And I'm like,
Right.
cool. Well, my daughter's birthday, it was a Monday, is on Wednesday, so like that's the only day I'm not free. And then I was like, I can't do it tomorrow because my vagina needs another day.
Damn.
So
okay.
then,
Did you tell your husband that? Or is that something
Yeah.
you keep between D-Bag and you?
no, my husband always knows what's happening with
Oh
my
yeah, because
vagina.
he reads the text.
I mean, I fucking pee in the house. Like, we have kids.
you say,
like, he's seen me
"Ow"?
give birth. He like
Oh,
held my
yeah.
leg back.
Can I
twice.
ask you real quick? Can we take a side note?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you know how you give birth and they like do like a stitch there, like a?
Yes,
Did you get that?
I did.
What is that? Why? What is it?
So
Can you
it's like
tell
an
me?
episiotomy.
Okay.
No, that's if they cut you, but it's just very common when you're pushing.
Mm-hmm. That it rips a little bit or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
And then they sew it up. So like comedians and stuff, they always like have these like things about how your vagina gets all fucked up. So like you think all this bad stuff's gonna happen. Okay, so after my first kid, I remember the person was like, I'm going into plastics, so I'm the person for you to do this. So it looked great. And I was
Mhm.
like so worried with my second kid that I would get someone who like didn't do a good job.
Mm.
But the first baby, like I didn't even look for like a week because I was fucking terrified. And then it was
I
fine.
would never look.
Stop.
That's scary.
No, it was. But the second time I was way more like, fuck that. And I got a mirror and I was like, let me see it. And it was like almost, they sewed it so, it was like nothing had, it was insane. They do the stitches on the inside. So there's not even stitches on the outside. It's just like back together.
Have you ever seen the show Broad City?
I love that show. I have seen
You've
every
seen where
episode a
she's
million
staring at
times.
her vagina with the mirror?
Oh, totally.
It's so
Dude,
funny.
I did that with one of my friends. This is how I know I have a beautiful vagina.
Wait. You did that with one of your friends? You stare at your vagina
We
through
were roommates, and
Okay, go
we
on.
were bored. We were watching a movie or something, and we were just like weird roommates, all this house of girls, and it was just like this whole new group of friends, and we were randomly like, let's just look at our vaginas. So we just like up near like that, we laid it, and like, mine looked like my cute little.
Did you think yours looked the best? How many girls were there?
Other vaginas other than what I'd seen in porn at like that time, and like when I hooked up with girls, like I didn't really get up in it as much, like
Right.
probably dark but they all looked pretty much like mine, like
Yeah.
ish. It wasn't very broad. So then hers was more of
Lippy?
yeah, and that's fine. I think that my
Yeah, with the eye roll, I love it.
I think my reaction has like I said, I'm like really bad. Like so my face, and she was like,
I
she
think
she
saw
saw
your
my face
when
and she
you
was like,
saw it?
what? She was like, totally
No.
roast beef curtains, and I've never heard that term before.
She said that?
Yeah.
About her own when she saw your face?
Well, that's what when she said it, I was like,
You were like,
I
that's
never heard that before, and I was
true.
like, oh my God, that's the thing.
That's
so,
true.
But then I found out later
But
that's
that's not-
just
that's
like
not
a different kind of vagina. It's no big deal. But like
Yeah.
for me, I didn't. I
We are
knew my
not
own
hating out
vagina.
here.
Like it's like I know my own vagina.
Yeah.
So I didn't know there was such a broad. Now
Did
I
you
know. I
have-
know about all the vaginas
Listen,
now.
let me just clarify that I love all vaginas and every single
Well,
one
she said to
I've
me, she
encountered.
was like, "Whatever. Yours is like some textbook vagina. Like
You got a
yours isn't
basic
even like
white bitch
normal.
vagina.
It's like ridiculous. Oh my god, this is
You have a
embarrassing.
basic
So
white bitch vagina.
this is embarrassing, but I actually thought when it looks like that, it's because like in porn I'd seen it, so I thought it was just from like having a lot of like
You thought it was
aggressive
just, like,
sex. I thought it
floppy.
was just like a beat up
Like,
pussy, but that is not it. It's just normal. It's just like one of those immature things, and that reminds me, like the kid that I fucked who was 22. Like I had to keep remembering, like why are you so like he was really. It was like an ignorance, like I couldn't believe. And I said it to him, and he's like, ignorance is bliss or whatever. I said it's a willful ignorance. He's like, yeah, well, ignorance is bliss, whatever. I was just like,
What was the ignorance on though? Just
like I don't know.
What
so
the
then the very
hell?
next day, he goes from being like, I
Let's
want to
go.
see you,
Yeah.
to I need to see you.
Okay, so wait.
Are you still sore?
So-
straight.
D-bag goes from I want to see you to I need to see you. Are you still sore in a text message?
And I'm like,
the
yeah,
next day.
and it's no. I think we talked in between those days too. Light texting. It was whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like lurking him on his Instagram because he's cute. Like whatever. It's
Okay.
like hot. That's the whole point.
Right. Yeah. You look at hot
Um,
people. It's not weird.
And like it said at the time, he was super charming and sweet-ish. In the intimate
the
moments,
time.
in the intimate moments, like he
Right.
wasn't. I felt super safe. Like
Mhm.
I didn't feel like he was gonna like get too aggressive or weird. Like it was just the right amount of every. Like it just was like a good chemistry. Like it just
Okay.
was a nice flow. Anyway,
Right.
so then it goes from that to just like same day.
Mm-hmm.
I send him like a slutty little clip from Euphoria, the one where she's like, well, he literally fucked me into submission. So it was like I felt very submissive to him, even though, I wasn't serious. I was like role playing. I was just being like, yeah. Like,
Okay.
So I sent him that clip and he never, ever, ever wrote me back ever again. And I was like, what happened? He was like desperate for my pussy. And then suddenly, I don't know. He just really, it could have been a million things. It could have been completely separate.
Yeah.
It could have just been some other girl, which I mean, like that's
It
super
could
normal.
be 1,000 things. Like it could be his
Super
own
normal.
mind frame.
I'm sure he like hooks up with
His grandma
so
could have
many
just
girls
fucking
on
passed
Tinder.
away.
I won't lie.
Like it could have been a million things.
That's not.
No, it could have been his.
That's
Why are you
not
laughing
what
about
it
a
is.
grandma passing away?
Because when
Are you
your
laughing about someone's grandma passing away?
I'm laughing because if you have plans with someone and your grandma dies, it takes 1 second to be like, I'm really sorry, my grandma died. I
No,
cannot
he's at
talk
the
to you."
funeral. Literally, his grandma just died.
That's
He's helping
I had
embalm.
fucked him the
No,
day
he's helping
before.
embalm her.
Nope.
He's at the funeral. Yes, he is. It's not a big deal. His grandma died. Give him a
I'm
break.
very intelligent and
Yo,
I can
D-bag,
deduce
dog.
with logic and reason.
I got you, homie.
Yeah, no.
No.
But he's not. He wasn't very savvy. Like
idiot.
it was really one of those things where I was like, and I didn't like make a big deal of it, but
Okay.
I literally like I sent him one other text like the next day, just being like, so do you want to hang out or not? Like I just
Mhm.
was like benefit.
Yeah,
of the
because
doubt.
you don't want to be
He could
ghosted
be
and like
busy, but I
trying to
didn't
wait
say it
on
rude
text.
anyway. I said, so do you still want to meet up this week? Because he was so adamant that he had to see me right away. I was like, okay.
Do you think that was like he was like really horny and then
He
he got?
could be someone who needs to just get fucked all the time, but it's like
Wait, hold on.
I asked
Do you think it was
him,
post nut clarity? Have you ever heard of that?
but he continued it multiple days.
True.
Like you think he was just like
No, true. I was wondering. Yeah, good.
Like,
good
I-
counterpoint.
well,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was dignitized for sure, like
Okay.
in a major way. However,
Right.
like he was I don't know, it doesn't matter why, but it was so hot and cold and I was like just either just be like, dude, that's over the line, or you know what, I met this other girl, or I don't think we should hang out again, or
So it's like
anything.
basically.
It doesn't even have to be nice. It could be rude. It could be like,
Transparency.
you know what? I'm over you. Fine. That's nice. Tell me that. That's all I want to know. And I don't understand why this is such a huge phenomenon. And it's the same with like,
Wait. Let me just break it down for you real quick, because it comes from like people, I think, and their parents. You know.
it's their
Like,
insecurities.
Yeah, definitely
It's not an
insecurities.
excuse for
So
anything.
like, oh no, it's not. But a lot of people like just it's easier for them to just like vanish and not man up to like,
that
oh, I
is-
feel indifferent. You know.
that's like a horrible thing to do to anybody.
Oh, definitely.
When
I
you
don't
pretend
believe
that
in that shit
you
at all,
have an
but-
intimacy with someone where like you
Oh,
have a
yeah.
rapport, like you're
Yeah.
like friendly with this person, like it's not a big deal, like the sex part, but like you have a common, like a courtesy, respect. So to like not,
Mhm.
it's completely disrespectful to ghost somebody.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir. I
No,
agree
but
with
I'm
you.
just saying, I'm gonna delete my Tinder,
I knew.
and
knew it was opposite,
yeah,
but
and I'm
So you're
done
gonna
with
delete
Tinder.
your Tinder
I'm
because
so
you
over
think
it.
that it's just like a bunch of games. You're gonna start an OnlyFans to try and make a bunch of gains bars. Holy shit! I'm good
Yeah!
at this, motherfucker.
Yes,
Let's keep it
exactly.
going.
Yes.
So
But not
let's
just for
talk
the
about-
money. This is a creative
you're
outlet for
gonna
me.
fucking finish my sentence and interrupt me is so crazy.
Keep going.
Yo, comment below if you think she finishes my sentences and interrupts too much.
And comment if he does it at least 50%
Still-
as much as I do.
They're never gonna say that. Still put a black heart though if you love her.
Aw.
Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Them double D's.
Lovely. Yes.
I'm dead.
They're fabulous.
Tell me the complications. Why? What, you want to get rid of them? Question mark?
No. One of them is like kind of firm. It was just like I got them done like before I had kids, and I just think they like got. It's sad to say they got messed up, but like they just like changed, which makes sense
With
over
your body
time.
growing and whatever.
Yeah, I mean they're. I'm getting no complaints,
Okay.
but like it's actually a physical discomfort.
Okay.
Like it's I forget what it's called. It's like capsule something,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a pretty. Maybe they say it's not common, but I think it's pretty common. But
Mhm.
this one's great. It's all like it's fine. This one's like it's squishy, but it's like it just doesn't feel good in my body. So I just want to get them all like extra perfect.
Let me just
know?
ask you a couple questions. When did you get them?
It was like 10 years ago.
I was just wondering because most people that like get like chest implants or whatever like do it for their like business, for like OnlyFans
Oh, no,
or whatever.
Totally did it for myself.
Okay.
I love having big, like since I was like a very young kid. One of my best friends growing up, which she's probably gonna be really weirded out by all this because she's like super straight, like
Okay.
sweet little Italian mommy grandma type. She's like whatever. But she's like my lifelong friend from like childhood, and so she developed very young and had all my closest friends in my life have had the most amazing natural big round perfect tits, and I was like so psyched to get mine, and they just like never came in, and it was like a real like I really was bumming hard on it for like
Okay, I could see.
a
that.
long time, and then
Feels like me when my wiener never came in.
I think you're okay. You're
No,
probably fine.
no, literally. I used to tell my mom, I need enlargements. When I was little. When I was like 10, yeah.
Why would you even like
When I was
think
like
about
10.
that? Like
I don't know because I think that's like sex.
You probably
was
saw
sold to me when I
some-
was younger. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, oh, and that's kind of what I liked about that guy too, was that he didn't have that classic like how all the young guys like they watch porn and they think that's what girls want, but really like men are just like all fucked up now, and like
Right.
women
Oh,
are just like
definitely.
pretending to like things that like hurt them. I mean, whatever. Some people love BDSM, That's great. That's real,
Yeah,
but there is a lot more of that going on than is real, and I feel like it's because kids, especially dudes, watch porn too young, and it's like really explicit and it's really violent against women,
oh, definitely.
and I really am against that. And
Mhm.
my husband and I have always talked about how we wanted to do porn. Like if we were going to do porn, it would be hard for us because we felt like it would be so high budget that like we would have to get investors and all kinds of things. It's like a really big life thing, and we
Oh,
never
yeah.
could really like pin it down. And I don't know, like that was before OnlyFans and stuff, but
oh, definitely.
like we always talked more about like good acting, like not cheesy shit, like not all this crap, like really well done movies with real sex. And I know that exists. That's happened before. I remember I saw this movie when I was like in my 20s, earlier 20s or something, and it was like I don't remember what it was called, 9 Bands or something. I sorry, don't remember, but they had basically the movie was like this guy and this girl really fucking, but they were real actors, and so there was a little bit of their relationship in there, very little. And then they would also have big scenes of these different bands. So it was like about the music and it was all that
Right,
stuff.
right.
But whatever. So it was just like, so I know that like there's movies where there's real sex in it and stuff that's not necessarily classified as like porn or whatever. But so I just think it's like a really broken generation. And I feel like it's really making a divide between men and women when sex should be like this really celebrated, beautiful thing. And it should be like, it should be how you want it. You should be enjoying it. And you should be honest with people you're having sex with and be like, yo, I think this has run its course. Big fucking deal. Like,
I mean,
if
it's
you
a
have,
fine
if
line
you,
though, too,
but
right?
no, because if you, I have been so upfront about my casual situation, like just not looking for anything serious at all. Like, so there's really no
But some people
problem
aren't
to say.
emotionally built like that,
But
where they can't.
I've
do
gone out of
that.
my way now to be like, if you're gonna ghost me, like, just don't even talk to me. Like,
Yeah.
like,
True.
just tell. Like, I'm not gonna get upset. And if I have to teach young boys, young fuck boys, about how you should actually be treating women, especially girls their age, so they don't like grow up thinking that they have to be some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, like I always wanted to make like really good, like more like softcore porn, but like with like sex.
Let me say this real quick though. It's a very fine line between like encouraging younger people to embrace themselves sexually, and then also like
That's
not
not what I'm saying at all.
No, I'm saying though that it's a fine line between like indulging in porn, because
I don't think kids should watch any sex at all.
Yeah, but when I grew up, listen, I'm a grown ass man.
It
and
just happens.
when I grew up, I watched a lot of porn. Not a lot of porn, but I watched porn regularly. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, you're like most guys, sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like that's like
No.
because
So
it's just like that's how society is kind of like porn's great, but like yeah, you don't want to like run your life, and you don't want to like get so into something that's like so dark that like you might not have even cared about it if you'd never seen it.
Right,
on some
exactly.
creepy-ass
And that's the
site
fine
when
line.
you were like 10 years old.
And that's the fine line. It's like.
But I'm not interested in making anything like that.
I'm not saying you are, but
No,
I'm
no,
talking personally.
No, I'm talking about just like.
Am I allowed to talk personally?
No, of course.
Okay.
That's not
I'm
what I
talking
meant.
personally as a fucking person who grew up like knowing there's a fine line, like, oh, I probably shouldn't be watching this. It's bad for my mental health,
That's good you knew that, but I feel like there's a lot of people that don't
Exactly. So
know that. They think like, oh, this is normal.
Exactly.
This is
So
how it is. Like
it's
you
like
treat women this way.
when you are also in that scene,
Yeah.
it's such a fine line because you want to fucking promote standing strong and being a woman and stuff like that, but also promote healthy, sex and
I'm an
healthy
adult.
sexual things.
I'm in my 30s, and I have lived a life, and I know myself, and I'm having like a sexual awakening, and it's completely different than some poor 18-year-old girl who doesn't know anything about life.
True.
Going to do some porn, starting
Right.
out with some nice regular porn, thinking it's fun, and then getting desperate to
Yeah.
be relevant, and
And
then
that's the slippery
getting
slope.
abused.
Exactly. And that's the difference, right? So that's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying that, splitting the difference right there. There's
Yeah.
a big difference between like jumping into it without your head on your shoulders.
There is nothing wrong
You know?
with sex, and there's nothing wrong with healthy pornography. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't have like a BDSM genre and you can't do things, but the thing is that the real BDSM community, when you're in that, you do that with someone you really trust. Like, and it's
definitely.
very similar to what I do with the cuckolding. It's like
Mhm.
it's just like a different level. Like it doesn't work without 100% honesty.
Mhm.
Like I can't
agree.
not. There's probably things I should keep from him that I can't. Like I cannot.
You shouldn't, yeah.
I tell him everything.
Yeah. And that's the difference
Everything.
too. So that's important for people to know that have no idea what we're talking about.
Right, and
Right,
that's
is that the
that is
difference
how
is
that
that.
works in that
In that whole
that's how that is. Like
Yeah.
it's all about like you get off that your wife is so fucking hot.
But also let's break it down simpler for people that are not in that scenario. It's about like trust, understanding,
Totally.
like maturity, confidence, and knowing where lines are. Just
But
like
that's with all of those kind of
sexual
fetishes.
endures
That's
or
all
whatever-
that's like
whatever it
everyone
is.
you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that should be with regular non-interesting like we didn't do I mean, we had some good positions, but it wasn't like crazy. It was just like the sex itself was good. And I think that is great. Like it doesn't have to be like
No. It doesn't have to
unnatural
be
and
so
over
like.
the top and so
right.
fake and like
Oh,
I
definitely.
watched myself and I was like, I'm not faking anything. That is all me enjoying the crap out of myself, and that is what I want to see in pornography. And I know that is why people like amateur porn. And what I'm
Yeah,
going to be doing
probably,
is like a
yeah.
form of amateur porn, but it's also I want to bring like an artistic approach to it, and I want to like do something that like makes me feel connected to it
Mm-hmm.
more than just sex. Like people can have any opinion of me that they want, but like I'm not going to get out of anything that like, and I'm not going to push my boundaries out of my comfort zone. Like that's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
like the idea of OnlyFans. It's like completely you're just in complete control of all your content, and like no one's making you do anything. And at the end of the day, like even if I didn't make any money and like nobody cared, like I have all this like really awesome art, and like like I said, I'm an exhibitionist, so like when I watch myself have sex, it like does something really good for me. It makes me feel really good about myself. Watching myself, I think like wow, like it's hard for me my whole life to look at myself. People are always like, you're a very attractive person, and I've always had to struggle with that. And then I finally just had this moment, and it's like partly this like where I'm at in my life, and like I have a really supportive husband, and he's like amazing, and just like in every other way, like aside from our sex life, like just in general, he's like the best. So I'm just like in this really good place. So now I know this about myself, and so it's just like one of those things where even if this becomes nothing, I'm gonna have all these awesome videos that I made, which I love video editing. I always want to make music videos, always, and I like making music. It's fun, and yeah, like I'm going for fun. It's like fun, sweet porn. Like I want this to be something that like if a teenage boy saw it, it's not going to scar him for life, but it'll
Okay.
probably make him have boners for girls with tattoos and big boobs. Like that's fine. He probably already did. And like
Yeah.
I just feel like, no one is going to be like abusing me.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's gonna be a fun party.
I mean,
It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be like a sex party, and I think it's gonna be something where girls can watch it and feel like, ooh, yeah, this
it's like
is hot.
softcore.
Like,
Yeah.
like-
That's called softcore.
but it
yeah.
doesn't have to just be softcore. I
But
can
it's like
take it
hardcore
anywhere I
softcore?
want, and it can also
Happy
be
hardcore. Is that what it is?
no.
Yeah.
That's
Cue-
actually they
cue
like
Han
if
Solo.
that's what yeah, I like that. Although that's like I do want like a very upbeat tempo, not happy
Yeah.
hardcore because
Happy hardcore would be sick.
well,
though.
I mean with the right person.
I love my fucking friends. Poof, poof, poof,
Well, if
poof.
I met someone with a certain pace and it felt right, I could throw on some happy hardcore. But yeah, no, I just like a more upbeat like dance song, and I've always loved dancing and dance
do
songs
you,
and
do you
everything.
prefer having sex to music?
Oh my god, yeah.
Really?
In fact, I'm sorry, like I love sex noises, like when I look at it back and I hear like the conversation and the moaning and the like the genuine like the lust, you like hear it. But like when there's no music and it's just like I get so like distracted by that. I'm just like, no, like get me back in the moment, not this like very real, boring human. Like I want to live a fantasy when I'm,
Okay.
like I just want to like be taken away and just be like,
Okay.
oh my god, like just and I just did the personality test. Have you ever done that with the
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact thing, but I know it was called like the commander,
Mm.
and like it described like 80% of my personality. Like my husband was like, "Wow, I feel like I totally understand you even better now," and that is fucking legit. And so it was really interesting, and that was like eye opening for me as well. But like I'm a control freak. Like I
Okay.
need to be in control of things. It's really hard for me to let go, and like I want to just like fix everything all the time, and like I want everything my way, and not in a bitchy way, but just like it's more like an OCD. Like no, it's like an OCD. Like I get like, oh my god, like I can't even like my husband's trying to flip the eggs, and like they just kept
You're
slipping.
like, you're
off
doing
the
it
thing.
wrong.
No, it wasn't that. I had to walk away because
can
I was
see it.
like, I can't. It was just getting to me like my OCD styles. Like it was just
You
like,
walked away. You didn't say you're doing it wrong.
no, I walked away and I said, I can't watch you do this anymore. And he totally knew what I meant. Like it was just like nails on a chalkboard. It was just like an irritation. It
What
wasn't
if he
like
just
that.
is like fucking up, flipping the eggs on purpose, just so you would walk
No.
away?
He's just not like
You
that
don't think
anymore.
you would?
No, he's got more of a dry humor.
Oh, okay. That's kind of dry though. That's a
Well,
little
if
dry.
he did it with like a oh whoops. Like I mean
Yeah, if he was
no,
looking
he would
at
do
you.
that. He
Like
didn't
The
do that.
Office?
He would do that
Yeah,
like
okay,
yeah,
okay.
sure. That's more his humor probably.
That's
but
funny. Yeah, we'll get along.
I forgot why I got to I don't
Oh, you're
know.
just ranting.
I was.
It's fine.
Oh, just about porn and whatever. Oh, but like I love making music. I do, and I haven't in so long, and I've always liked like all kinds of different electronic music. I mean, I love all kinds of music. Like I've just always, yeah. But it's when I make music, I really like making electronic music, and I love dancing. I've always been someone who loves to go out and like party hard. Yeah. So it just makes sense to me. But yeah.
I like the idea. I think it's original. Like in the way you're trying to portray it, I think it's original. I really haven't seen something
and
like
it's
that.
like fun. Like I love editing video in the way that like that's the thing. Like it'll be the sex, but it will also be like I get to lip sync my own songs and stuff. So they are music videos, and so it's
So you're gonna lip sync them while you're like having sex? Like you're just like reverse cowgirl
probably
lip syncing?
not. But like we'll see how my video setup ends up being. But
Who's filming
here's
it?
I literally
Am I the
decided
filmer?
today. Is that what you want to do?
I don't know what's that.
We
Are you
could
hiring me?
now we could have a discussion if you. I don't
Okay.
know, but
No.
I have a lot of things to work out. I need to go to the gym for like a month before I start really shooting anything.
True, me
I have
too.
so much stuff to figure out.
I can't even shoot anything.
I literally came up with this today.
I know. We talked about it.
I'm just I sent,
yeah, no.
I sent you
yeah.
a text like before my husband. I like cut and pasted and said I just was like wanted. I feel like I had the idea and I feel like you would totally get it. So yeah, but
No,
then
I
I
did.
cut and
I was
pasted.
like,
It was
oh,
like, babe, I have this idea.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It could be done differently than like what I've seen before, because what I've seen before isn't like the same as what, like I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of cuts and angles, but it sounds really cool. So
But it's entertaining in another way. It's like just another way to
on OnlyFans
experience
too,
pornography.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel
adult
like
entertainment, we should call
exactly.
it, not pornography.
I mean, I don't know where I'm gonna take it.
It's adult entertainment. That's where you're taking it. It's not pornography.
How is that not? I think you need
It's
to look
adult
up.
entertainment. It's like a mixture of
But babe, I
different
think
mediums.
you need to like look up what
It's an-
pornography means, like in the dictionary.
I'm just trying to help you sell your brand. If you want to call it adult pornography all over the internet, you can go for it.
Okay, so you're saying it should be like on a
It's
higher.
on a
no,
higher
that's
level.
What I'm
It's
saying.
adult
like,
entertainment.
I was talking to my husband. We were saying how it's more like art porn,
Yeah.
and
exactly.
how like the kind of music like
it's entertainment.
we were saying how like there was things about it that I like in more of a dark wave style. It's kind of gothy, but then I was like, but if you take that away and you make it much faster, and it's more of just like a dancey, like early 2000s kind of like techno-y, like very, you know,
I know
that
what you're saying.
but like a good dance beat, but and like for bouncy sex and stuff or whatever. But so that's just like the kind of music that I want to make, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
And then like lip sync in between like.
Well, it's gonna be like a music
scenes.
video. Like
Yeah,
so you're gonna
yeah.
have like different. Like okay, so here's the
Like
thing.
you'll hit a chorus, it'll be a sex scene. You'll hit another
My whole
thing,
thing-
maybe.
Okay, the reason that my husband and I had a hard time with the idea of starting a porn company where we
Okay.
did like really high-end movies that were not like so cheesy, so that like it was just like even though there was real sex in them, but like we were like finding the actors for that is like that's not going to be an easy thing, and like so we kind of were like meh. I wasn't really thinking about doing it myself. I was thinking about being more of like director, producer kind of thing, editing stuff like that, like run the site, stuff like that. But it just kind of fizzled out, that idea. And then just recently, that's when I was like, this is such a fun idea. Like, yeah. So I just I'm finally doing it.
Might as well give it a go. I mean.
Yeah. But I want it to
Sounds
be
a
like
good
a
idea to
story
me.
still. Like, you ever, like, you watch a music video and, like, there's a story to it. So the songs that I write are going to have a
Concept.
story. Like, it's not going to be... It's going to be really basic. It's not going to be, like, some Taylor Swift shit, which is... Love Taylor. She's cool, whatever. But that's not what I'm doing. It's not like a singer-songwriter. I mean, I'm going to... That's not the vibe. So it's just, like... It's kind of, like, dirty. It's going to be, like... So we were saying we would call it fuck wave. I don't know if that's already a thing or not. I have to look it up. But... So instead of, like... Because it's... Instead of being, like... what did I say? Dark wave or something. It's, like, more upbeat, up-tempo.
No,
So we're just saying it'd be more like fuck wave because it's going to be, like... So it's kind of like where we're at right now. I have a lot of stuff that I'm putting in my, like, writing down a lot. I've been writing a lot of good lyrics, I think.
I kind of
so
just had one too for the like.
my husband and
Taylor
I just need to,
Swift's-
like, make the beats.
I think you should do like a Taylor Swift remix type shit.
When it comes to, like, remixes, like, I love that, but at the same time, like, I'm always like, I don't want to get sued. Like, if I'm putting...
I don't
Myself-
think you can get sued for this one. Hear me out.
Okay.
Hey yo, Romeo, I need need you to go drill these holes. I've been waiting. All I do is hope on you. That's not bad.
Was that a Taylor Swift song?
Yeah, that's the same
Oh.
tempo. It's not bad.
Oh yeah. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh yeah. Oh, I hear it now.
Come on.
No. I hear it now. I hear it now. Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's not really.
I'm just saying,
it
if you guys need help writing songs, like, I'll help you.
But it's also like, I'm probably gonna write a lot of songs about like fuck boys and.
Hey, fuck boy, I don't need to pick up your phone. I'm not calling, even though I'm here at home. You'll be waiting right there
really know
by
that
the
song?
phone. I know it's perfect. Yeah, I was close. I didn't know how to.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't think I could have done as good a job like with the, like remembering.
The tempo's good. Yeah.
That's
I'm
not
a
like one of
Swiftie, though.
like
She's not a real Swiftie.
I love.
She's not a real Swiftie. She's
I
not
love
a real
a
Swiftie.
bunch of her songs, but like that's not. That's not one of the ones that like got
After
me.
Kelsey's
to
done
become-
dating her, it's me. Have you heard about that though? Let's jump on this real quick. Have you heard about Taylor Swift dating
Oh.
Travis Kelce? I think his first name is from the.
Yes. Oh my
Shannon
God.
Skeet.
People are being so funny
Yeah,
about
because
it.
they're like all like jumping on football all of a sudden. Like 'cause
Yeah.
she's like going to the games and stuff. Can
That's
I tell
cool,
you a
though.
weird conspiracy though.
I love it. Tell me. Is it political? I bet
It's weird.
it. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Because if you Googled
Yeah.
Taylor Swift jet
Yeah.
before she was dating Kelsey 2 games or 3 games ago,
Okay.
it would have brought up all this bullshit about her using her private jet to fly around to her tours, and she's like an environmentalist.
Right. Gotcha.
But now she just went to a New York Jets game
Yeah.
with Travis Kelce. I'm pretty sure that's his first name.
So now nobody cares.
So no, now when you Google,
That's all that comes up.
that's all that comes up is the
Interesting.
Jets game. Isn't that weird?
That works out.
That's very good PR.
It
Here's-
is, and
hey,
honestly, that stuff does happen all
I'm
the time.
over
But I
here.
don't know. I have no idea. I don't
No,
know
I think
Taylor's
that's
life, but,
that's just a weird coincidence.
honestly, weirder things have happened than that.
I mean,
So
yeah,
that wouldn't
9/11
like if that was
9/11's
true,
crazy.
that wouldn't blow my mind. Like
Do
that.
you believe 9/11 was an inside job? Let's get to the brass tacks here before we cut this. Was 9/11 an inside job?
9/11 was an extreme tragedy, and I haven't thought about it in a long time, and I don't want to rehash any of it personally.
You haven't thought about it, but you never forgot? Come on.
Well, you never forget, and
But-
it was 9/11. It's my birthday month, so
Yeah, no, it's a good month. It's a good month.
I mean, I like remember where I was and
It's just
stuff
such a
when it happened.
crazy
Like
conspiracy.
I remember.
No, me too. I was fucking in school. I remember it coming on the TV, and my teacher's son
Yeah.
was in the building, and it was all crazy. But it's a crazy
My
conspiracy.
friend was
to
just
think
like,
about.
and I was like, "What's happening?" And she was like, "TV."
TV,
It's crazy.
TV's happening.
No, it was 9/11. They were showing it on the TV.
Yeah, it's just one of the crazier conspiracies because I feel like that's the equivalent of the Taylor Swift.
To have an opinion on that, I would have to like look at all the data. Like,
Oh, you never seen it?
is
I don't
there,
have
like,
an
a-
opinion
Is there
because
like a
people lost their life, and I feel like I'm
Is
like
there-
ashamed people lost their life, but it is a
is
little
there a
bit fishy.
specific
sometimes.
like documentary you're referring to?
Yeah, there's a lot.
I love documentaries.
There's a lot.
Like
There's
I love them.
There's like zeitgeist and like all these scientists that went up in Congress and stuff. But
Right.
then there's people just lost their life, and it's just like kind of a gray ground. You're like, maybe just let it lay where it lays, you know?
I mean, I don't think that's one of those things that you ever really end up finding what
No.
the truth about everything anyway. Like no matter what
So
it
what's the
was.
point? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
regardless of that being true or not. Like I'm sure there's
Yep.
tons of things we don't know or we're
Yep.
told that are untrue, and
Mm-hmm.
like it's just been so long now that I mean, I'll see whatever they end up putting in the history books, but who knows how accurate that's going to be. That's kind of how it is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's like the Taylor Swift conspiracy right now. I swear to God. Here. Let me just say, if she
He doesn't really look like her type. That's true.
well, kind of.
It's
he
the
cut her.
the
He cut his
stash,
hair as
dude.
soon as
That's
they dated.
that's what it was. Like the stash in his hair was like, who? What? This guy?
No,
What?
he looks like a fucking southern guy.
He's not my type. Well,
He's not my type. That's so funny.
I mean, I don't know. Like from the neck down, he's probably pretty hot. I just
He's-
like
I mean, he's really big.
He's too old for
attractive.
me.
He's a good guy. But let me just say that if she doesn't go to another NFL game,
yeah.
it'll prove the conspiracy.
Well, we'll
It'll
find
prove it.
out. We'll find out.
Yeah, because she.
But if
has
he
it.
is like a good old Southern boy, like totally makes sense. Like that's totally like her legitimate deal. Like she
Yeah, I know.
actually.
she's gonna write at least like 3 songs about him
Yeah.
before they're done with.
I don't know. I mean, but that's normal. Oh, but that's what I would do too. Like every time I have an experience with another, like I am so disappointed in our young male generation. Like as far as like, and a lot of guys have just been like super interested and then ghosted me before we even hung out, which was like
Cold feet.
we didn't even have sex. Like,
They got cold feet.
but like it's like wasting my fucking time.
Yeah,
like
maybe
I'm
they
a
have
busy
like mental
person.
problems, you
I
know.
literally put on my Tinder, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm looking for something casual because I'm really busy and I can't have a like real relationship. But at the same time, it's like after you fuck somebody, it's still fun to like get some cute text or whatever. And like it's not a big deal. Like you don't have to keep texting.
Yeah, I think they feel obligated. I think.
But
they
if someone
feel some-
texts you,
they're not used to no commitment.
but all you have to do is do like a little thumbs up or like a heart. It's just like on the thing. Like it's
I
just
feel like most women wouldn't just like a thumbs up or a heart, you know. I think.
you can just be like, oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. I'm super busy right now. I'll talk to you later. Then you can just take it like a couple days or a week or whatever. But you just got to like
True.
kind of leave it at this kind of like when you just don't ever reply. And then then they're like, okay, that's fine. Like we're not together. We just hooked up. But like,
Right.
so then you just text them a couple days later being like, how are you or whatever.
Nothing.
That's just
Ghost.
like, it's-
Casper.
yeah, it's so weird.
Do you have any advice for them fuck boys before we take off?
They should be careful because women are getting more empowered all the time, and women are smart, and they can hack into shit too. And if you think your shit's safe, like you don't know what's gonna happen to you. Like,
Is she threatening me?
not you.
No.
I'm just saying, like when I like with this fuckboy, I was like, okay, well, I need him to know like, that he can be a dick, but like I can also be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
So I added all the girls that he was talking to as friends on my Instagram, and then I like
Damn.
the pictures he liked of theirs. I also liked them, and some of them I was like, "Damn, babe, you're super hot," because they were gorgeous, and I meant it,
Like, I wasn't lying.
but I also felt like, fuck you to not them. They're great.
Yeah.
I was trying to save them the hassle of being their time wasted, and you could think it's like whatever reason, but like I genuinely believe like they were all a lot younger than me too. Like some of them I think were like actually like just 18, which is fine. He was super young, but my point is like I'm sure like I'm not the one person he's ever like.
Ghosted?
This is probably his deal.
Oh yeah,
He
definitely.
does this, and it was
Definitely.
just so weird. The like. I need to see you. It was
And
like
then,
I
like-
got taken
and then
aback by
just,
that. I
like,
was
fucking-
like, okay, you need to, jeez.
And then to disappear, yeah.
But it was
He
like
probably has a girlfriend or something.
I don't give a shit.
He does though.
But he could be
obviously.
nice. Just be a nice guy and be like, you know
Yeah,
what?
He's a pussy.
This is what I'm saying. Like if like and also you shouldn't be scared of a girl in a text. Like I'm not saying you have to like talk to her face. You can just be like, "Yo girl, I don't think this is going to work out. Like I'm not feeling it." That's fine. That isn't like a nice like
Yeah,
it's just
But it's better than nothing.
it's like respect. It's respect for another person that you're an acquaintance, a friend. You don't do that to your friends. You don't do that to your coworkers
True.
at work. Think of like having sex with this person as like a business transaction with no money. Okay? Like you're trusting each other in a certain way, and in the
Hear that?
moment it's like, oh, we're so in it, it's so great. And then it's just like all the respect goes out the window. They tend to think from what I'm experiencing. This is like from experience. This is not like me having like an idea. Like they just don't value like being respectful at all. Like they'll be nice to you
definitely.
to fuck you or
Mhm.
I don't know, get some boobs and like
I
jerk
agree.
off. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to send you their dick. It's fine. Although it is nice to know.
How many dicks have you got, roughly?
I've gotten a lot more dicks than I've only met 3 people. I've only seen 2 of those dicks.
Mm.
I've gotten at least there's got to be
15?
10 to 20.
Oh.
Yeah, it's possible. Probably.
Let's leave off on a lighter note real quick.
Yeah.
How many bodies do you have?
How many bodies? Like in my basement, buried?
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Oh, you mean ever?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
60.
Sure, probably.
Take a 60's the guess.
Yeah, 60 sounds good. Let's go
It's
with
not
that.
bad, yeah.
Sounds
It's
good.
not bad. Boom, experience.
He's fine. Oh, that was another thing. D-Bag was like, it's like, yeah, I've been with like 35. I mean, he's 22, so that is a lot. But I was just like,
yeah, it's
I was like, yeah, I was like, but how many girlfriends did you have? You know, because he has definitely has a personality disorder. Like there's, and I'm not just saying that. Like we had a weird. When we were all kissy face and like he's like playing with my hair, like we had some cute conversation. Like I won't lie.
It'd be so much better if you were cold. Say that.
No, he talked about metal a lot, which is fine.
Metal?
He wasn't even like the metal type. Like he was.
Oh, the music.
He wasn't. Yeah.
Not like he's like
the
you don't feel the same you don't feel the same. Well, Jesus Christ, I can't even get it out.
And you know, I probably. whatever. I don't even remember why I brought him up again. There was like a thing.
No, just me, just talking about.
I don't remember it. Fuck it. Oh, but like, yeah, like, so I feel like some of those girls were probably like, "Hey, dude, who's this girl you have in common?" He's like, "Oh." So he blocked me, which is awesome. I like it because it's so final. It's like, I think that's how it should be. Like, yeah, you give a guy some shit, but it's like, so what? Like, he's being a douchebag, and he's just going to do that to a bunch of other girls anyway.
True.
So why not get a little pushback once in a while? Why not have, like, your day kind of ruined by some shit, you know? So.
Like him, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, they're.
Sometimes people deserve their day ruined, you know?
Sure.
I agree. Some people are assholes.
I'm a super sexual person, too, so, like, I can send someone, like, dirty shit all day. Like, I have had guys be like, dude, I'm like at the gym, like I cannot look at my phone anymore. Like I have to put my phone away because he's like, I have gym shorts. That's a different guy.
They're like work out or jerk off. I don't know, dude.
No, all the guys that I talk to in my texts are always like, oh my God, you're making me so hard. Like all the time. Like no matter what I say, any picture. I'm like, okay.
So when's the OnlyFans debut with the music videos?
Dude, this is so new. But, you know,
couple weeks.
I want to start working on music like ASAP.
Okay.
Making videos are just like a fun part for me.
I love making videos.
Yeah.
I have to edit all this.
But it's going to be a progression as well. Like, you know, I also feel like it's fine if I, take like a month or two and like have more of a body of work as well. Like not just come out with one thing at a time. Like kind of have a bunch of stuff set up, put them out one at a time, but not like already feel like ahead of the game, not feeling like I need to catch up. Like we have so much to do and oh, but and then it's exciting to like fantasize about like your new idea. Like I'm someone who just has like a million ideas and not enough time. Like I do also try to like learn lots of things. It's impossible, especially with kids. It makes me like crazy. I wish I had more time. But I just feel like things could progress. Like what if the music takes off more than the whatever? Like what if I like did a tour of like strip club shows, or what if I like DJ'd at some like sex clubs in different cities, like
just takes fucking 1 foot forward. You know?
And like I love performing. I always have. That anxiety, man, and it's just I feel something's changed in me, and I'm not afraid of shit, and I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and like I want to feel myself, and if I want to just like live out loud or whatever the hell.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Power.
Yeah.
Power to you, babe.
I mean, I do want to keep it separate from my kids, but I'll deal with that later. They're little. They don't know anything right now. So.
No. They'll be like, Mommy's rich. This is awesome. Okay. let's jump off with that.
That's perfect because, unfortunately, I got to get home.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th. It's probably about midnight.
That's what I'm going to do when I get home. Watch scary movies.
Ooh, I might do that, too. You want to plug yourself? Tell them your fucking TikTok real quick before we leave.
The Unicorn Hooker, TikTok and Instagram. So I think my TikTok's a little more funny, and my Instagram's gonna be more sexy, but that could change. I think I'm hilarious, so
I love it.
Like my friends that love me think I'm funny, so I trust their opinion of me because I love them. So I'll concede.
Okay, I agree as well. I think she's funny, so you guys should go. You guys should go follow her. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a long while. 9Lives podcast. I hope you had fun. We're just bantering, bullshitting, and we'll be back for another one.
Yeah, I'm coming back. This was good.
I just want it offer. Okay, cause even when we decline it, I'ma make sure all your wallets see that we've been living deep inside the altar. I mix the magic with the focus, got a funny feeling we all might just prosper. I gotta keep it dapper, damn, just a little bit of cool, calm and proper. Can't be caught up like Spider-Man, swing around in a wrong verse. I can't hear what a critic's saying, they don't listen to our songs first.